For this project, it became really sort of apparent that due to the sort of context of long COVID, and due to the lack of knowledge that was available to us and to everybody really, owing to the pandemic, we wanted to centre the intervention on people's lived experiences, because at the time the people living with the condition were the experts. We as academics didn't really know much more than they did, certainly at the start, and we were very much learning from them. And we wanted to centre the intervention in what was important to them. So something that would address their needs and their priorities, really valuing their experiences, because we also knew that a lot of people's experiences were being sort of dismissed, to help them to feel more in control of their condition, to live better with the condition. So we decided to use co-design as a way to do that, as a way to really bring their experiences to the forefront. You should be involving people with the condition or with these experiences in the research, because ultimately they live with it every single day. They know exactly what that's like. They are the experts in living with it rather than us. And I very, very much wanted to learn from people about these experiences.
For starters, the patient voice is really, really important. People live with this condition from when they get it for pretty much normally the rest of their lives. There's some people that do, make a very good recovery, but most people are having to live with pain for their life. So they have lots and lots of experience, and what works for them, what doesn't work for them, how things could be better for them, and vice versa. So for example, they know more than us as research and health professionals about managing their condition. So they're a really important voice in that. And also because this type of intervention hasn't been developed before, so we need to use really good methods to design that intervention, develop it.
Collaborating and working alongside patients, rather than sort of doing things to them, and just finding out their experiences, especially to shape service improvements. And found it just so much more rewarding, and a much more rewarding way to work. But also just it solved the problems that patients wanted to be solved, as opposed to what we thought might need to be solved sometimes. I personally, I just love this way of working. It just feels right. It feels that blend of expertise, if you like, that blend of everybody coming together on an equal platform and saying, okay, I've got some skills here. Everybody else has got skills in different areas, and you're putting them all in the mix, if you like, and you're coming up with your Technicolor dream coat. If you work together on that, and you listen to each other's ideas, and you generate those ideas, it starts to shape, and it feels so rewarding to have come up with something that together that is going to be used.
UK migrants, people who are living in poverty, people who are experiencing homelessness or imprisonment, and all of these groups of people are typically underrepresented in research, and their views are not always heard. So I think it's especially important when working with kind of marginalised populations to use research methods that give a voice to people's views, and give them power and agency in actually assessing their own agendas and identifying problems and working towards solutions.
Generally, on the whole, it's white, middle class, well-to-do researchers who don't really have an understanding of what it's like to be in prison, what it's like to be an ethnic minority, kind of particularly a Black man in prison, but actually just generally. There are just so many things which I, as a lead PI and the lead for this study, just don't have the experience of. And I think it's really crucial. It's really crucial to kind of recognize that and bring that expertise in. Morally the right thing to do, but also it just makes sense practically, and in terms of if you want an effective research study and an effective intervention. That's what you just have to do. I think it worked for everyone.